In your dreamscape is a comic that's currently on hiatus. The Mermaid and the Dead Man is a comic I made and is complete. Or is it? So, quick catch up if you're new here. Hi, I'm Nikki, and I have made this comic right here. And wait, like about 4 years ago? Oh my god, I'm getting old. Anyways, I have some videos up of me working on pages for the comic on YouTube that you can watch if you'd like, that is. But the main point is that I had a lot of issues working on this piece of work. I mean, originally I was on a tight schedule to send it in for a creative writing contest, and for the first comic, needless to say, I didn't make it on time. I mean, it was kind of expected. So the addition of like this time crunch, and I also had like a page crunch at the time. I think it was like what 20 pages. By the time I finished, I don't really think it was 20 pages, but all those factors together, like time crunch, page crunch, and like this being like my first ever like real comic, led to me now thinking that eh, I could do better. But as they say, specifically Jabberwocky, perfection is the enemy of good, which means it is the enemy of done. And in the end, like I got my comic done. Like it, I did release a comic. However, what about the other two parts of the comic that I plan to draw? Now, if you're not aware, I think I've mentioned this a few times before, but The Mermaid and the Dead Man is only the first part of a two to maybe like 3 part series. I'm not sure yet, but part one is done. Heavy on the air quotes. It's done. It's complete. There's a comic out there for part one. But what about the other two that I plan to draw now? So last year, back in 2023, I'm pretty sure, maybe early 20, no, 2023. I was thinking, how can I salvage part one of this larger story so that the other parts make sense? And it came to me that there really isn't a way. There really was not a way for me to just try to finagle all the other parts together. So it came to me, why don't I just do this funny thing and redo all of part one? And I mean, it's not really that big of a feat. Like it's kind of short, and it's shorter than it was originally meant to be anyways, so it's I figured it was doable. So this redo will consist of me like fixing all of the scenes cut out. I have a big doc where I was planning out this comic, and I think like at the end, at least like a quarter of it was just lost to time and lost to my inability to uh, want to draw all of those scenes. So I just cut them out. Like I feel like the point of a comic, yeah, sure, you can get from point A to point B like narratively. I think that's a good thing to do to get places. However, I think the journey is one of the things that makes the rest of the comic. And in my eyes, when I was first doing this, I'm like, I'm too lazy to draw. I don't have enough pages, and I don't really have enough time to draw all of these scenes. So let me cut out like the fluff in the middle. And it turns out like the fluff in the middle is kind of what makes the whole story. The more you know, right? So I will be fixing that, like all of the scenes I cut off. The weird pacing issues due to those cut off scenes as well is something that I really need to look into. Lack of plot progression, character development, the art, like writing, extra, etc., etc. Like it never really ends. It never really ends. So, with those thoughts in mind, a revamp was born, and so was this YouTube series. I think, at least I think it's gonna be a series. I'm starting from the ground up, and I'll be showing you at least some of what this comic will be about and what it takes to kind of make a comic. I'm thinking this is probably going to be like more of like a webtoon sort of deal, so maybe more of like a web comic rather than like you know what I mean. Then rather like than a traditional comic, because the original was a traditional comic, but I still haven't even printed that, so I'm like, what are the odds I'm going to print a new one, right? So my preliminary plan is to go through asset creation, thumbnails, sketches, inks, etc., etc., etc. Just whatever I do and whatever I think is necessary. Um, if you have anything that like you'd like to see in depth, or like a video on that, just let me know. And um, I have the time, and maybe I'll have the skills to do that. Not sure, not sure, not sure. So, yeah, this has been kind of my intro for this whole comic sphere of influence in my life. What am I talking about? Anyways, currently, I think on screen I'll be showing you some asset creation I did in Blender, which right now is mainly environments and stuff. And I'll be working on like character modeling sometime, but like God knows when that will get done. And yeah, there's more to see next time. I really haven't finished all of what I need to do. And I'll be talking more about like why Blender, why I'm doing this, why am I putting in so much work when it'd be so much easier to just pants it and then do what I did in the first comic, which is don't make any reference, don't make any access beforehand, just like draw it as it comes and then we'll be good. But there's a method to the madness, there's a method to all the extra work I'll be doing. Yeah, and I hope you're excited for this because I'm very excited for this. I've been sitting on this project for a while and I have time now. So we'll see you next time. We'll probably work on character sheets and maybe some modeling since that's kind of what I've been focused on now. But I'm not sure. We'll see when we get there. We'll see when we get there. In the meantime, while I'm taking forever to upload another video, go give The Mermaid and the Dead Man a read on Webtoons. It's not on Tapas. I don't think I ever put it on Tapas. Anyways, read on Webtoons and watch the videos that I did of the comic if you'd like. I think there's two. There's two. I really have no idea. They're on there somewhere. They're on there somewhere. And I personally think that it's great to get work done with those videos. In fact, I often don't tell people I told you this, but like I often watch my own videos in order to get work done. But if you guys have any more Webtoon YouTubers that you can like, or comic YouTubers or like just anything, just tell me. I need videos to watch as I work. But I digress. So yeah, if you're getting work done, watch those videos or just watch them in general. I think they're good. Well, I don't know if I think they're good or not, but I can watch them, so I think that means something. And so feel free to read my other comic, In Your Dreamscape. That is on hiatus, but it will be finished. It will be finished, and the art is pretty good and the story is pretty good for what I've developed so far. So if you want to see what I am doing, go ahead and check that out if you really can't get enough of me or my stories. Okay, I think that's all for today, just a short video. Okay, and that's all I got for today for the start of the series. I think I'll just call this episode 0 since I didn't really get anything substantial done or say anything like super huge. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz. Yeah, I'll see you hopefully soon. Ciao.